Why does everyone in the Big Ten become Iowa?
Everything evolves to eventually become a crab.
Ryan Day wanted the crab fight.
This team has two claws and he wants to snip at you with them.
He will play like the crab if he feels threatened.
Computer. Okay, SEC preview for the season. We're doing it basically right up against the deadline. It really snuck up on me that the season was starting. Like, I was talking to someone at work and I was like, oh wow, it's in a week. We gotta record this fucking episode. we gotta talk about this. So there's some good headlines. John, I know we wanted to lead off with all the LSU bullshit that's been happening recently, so I'll let you summarize the various football adjacent headlines that I heard about.
Okay, so we'll start with, I guess, the least football adjacent thing, which is, of course, Jaden Daniels filling his diaper over LSU, handing out the number 5 to like a freshman cornerback, which, come on, total you need to take that off to respect Jaden Daniels right now.
In his defense, though, it is kind of weird. Don't they usually retire Heisman numbers?
I mean, Burrow's number isn't retired. They haven't given it out to anybody, but it's not retired officially by LSU.
Okay, all right.
And that man went 15-0 and won a national championship. I mean, Jaden Daniels was what, like 17-11 career there? Great. You won a Heisman in a 9-3 year. LSU fans don't give a fuck about that.
He was a weak Heisman. I think we can admit that.
It was a weak year for Heisman the year that he won. He had an awesome season.
He was
deserving. He was deserving of it, but like, come on, man.
It was a weaker Heisman, but it's a Heisman nonetheless.
But don't you have
like
NFL training camp to worry about, bro?
Like, that has to count for something. Like, you're one of 3 players.
Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't count or something. I'm just like, objectively, it was a weak Heisman. It's a weak move. Did he actually talk about it, like personally?
I don't know.
Literally today, there was a statement where he was asked about it. It was the first time he spoke publicly. He says, "There's nothing I really want to add. Everything I wanted to say was in the statement." It's like,
the statement was worthless, bro.
The statement was worthless, but I get not adding fuel to the fire, because as soon as I said he said something, you were like, "Let's go!" Like he said the right thing.
Maybe he finally got someone smart in his camp. Yeah. Well, and also it gives us an opportunity to clown on Brian Kelly one last time, because apparently giving this cornerback the number 5 was like a recruiting promise Brian Kelly made. So like they were just stuck with it. Like, and of course Brian Kelly, like the guy who never fit in at LSU, like did the thing that pissed off your former Heisman winning quarterback. Like.
Yeah, well, he's dead. He left the program. He's gone. It doesn't matter what he thinks. That's 100. There's a college coach. They don't give a fuck once you go to the NFL.
No.
They're done with you. It is a stupid. He did get totally clowned on.
Yeah,
like,
no, he got
to
raked
a
over
crazy
the coals.
degree.
Yeah.
The thing was, it's the cycle of a joke. You know, it became like this weird, funny thing, and then everyone got in on it, and now I'm like, all right, thank you, Chicago Cubs, for commenting on this. Like, I don't.
Right.
It's like this got played out so fast.
And
it's crazy.
Still funny.
The initial incident was so stupid. You would think the mileage from it would be crazy.
Yeah.
No, I agree. At least he accepted defeat. It could have been way worse. I mean, he could have doubled down.
We've officially waived this on. Like, this is done. No more.
Yeah. And this is why we wanted to talk about this at the top, because it's just like not really related to the football on field this year. It's just just silly.
Someone got more attention around LSU than Lane Kiffin. Incredible.
First time.
First upset of the college
months.
football season.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there was one more LSU headline.
More LSU thing.
I do want to say, Jaden Daniels retroactively becoming 5 for the rest of time. That maybe this is PR 3D chess.
No,
I don't
it's
know. The last
years
NFL
from now,
quarterback
everyone's
who
gonna-
got referred to as
this
his number was not a good
this
thing.
flashy black athlete was so entitled. What changed? What changed? What changed in the public conversation? Now it's 5 for the rest of time. I mean, bro, I'm not gonna hit the number at work the same way on the keyboard.
out of respect.
No, I'm gonna think, damn, 5. Like Tom Brady's not even 12. Like, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that's something.
Yeah, pretty
Who's this
impressive stuff.
competition?
The other NFL or the other LSU thing, I almost said the other NFL thing, nice, which is relevant because because I guess a former undrafted free agent from the Browns, Daquan Wright from Ole Miss, UDFA to the Browns, got waived like today and immediately announced he was committing to LSU. Like this guy took an NFL signing bonus, and now I don't think LSU has responded. I don't know if they've said that they're going to let this guy play. I would have to assume that they are because the dude said he committed to them, but like they can't let
Yeah.
this shit happen, right? Like the league has this is like almost the same thing as the Sorsby thing, if not worse, because like by choosing to go to the NFL, you automatically forfeit your eligibility. That's done. That's settled. Like we don't need to sue the NCAA to let fucking failed practice squad players back in. Like you had a good career in college, you made it to the NFL and you washed out, go be an insurance salesman. The pipeline is there. People have been doing it for 70 years. Like you don't get to just keep adding years on. So I don't know. The league office has to say that they can't do this, right? Like every other team in the SEC has got to be like, we're not going to play LSU. Like if they do this, that's an
I
ineligible
mean-
player. Like
I agree, but can they stop them? That's the only thing now. It's like, well, fucking, you could do anything apparently, because it's not even like I know they made the rule where you could enter the draft, and if you don't get drafted, you can come back. I mean that's one thing, but I know he actually got drafted, right? Or no,
he was an undrafted
he signed.
free agent.
He signed.
He signed. He did sign.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Like-
I agree. I mean, this is fucking egregious. I just don't know if they're gonna get away with it. I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
so bad for the sport. Like, it's so bad. It is a Pandora's box, and he's not even like. I mean, he was good enough to be on an NFL practice squad, so he's obviously good. But like, he's not like that fucking good. Like,
Yeah,
you know?
and I don't know. I don't even know what LSU's end game here is because it's like you already have probably the most expensive roster in the sport. Like you should be good this year. Why even invite the controversy? I don't get it. Like at least I mean, and again, maintaining the meme of saying this dude's name every episode. Like the Sorsby shit came out after he had already went to Texas Tech and he definitely was eligible for another year. Like this is retroactive as fuck. It's so stupid. God, I hate it. I hate it. Greg Sankey is not going to stop it. He's too much of a pussy, but like he has to step
He
in
might.
and say you can't do this.
He might. I feel like this is too much heat. Like
Yeah.
no, there's not a single person on the side of LSU. Have you heard? I haven't read a
I
single
mean, this
thing.
this
where it's
happened
on
like
their
an
side.
hour before we started recording. This is very
Yeah.
recent. So like not there's been no settling of the dust. Like literally all we have is an Adam Schefter report from like 2 hours ago and an On3 graphic. Like
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean this
just-
is ridiculous. This is
we
egregious.
won't know exactly what the final result from this will be. But what do we hope happens? Not just like, oh, I don't want NFL players coming back to college. What would we want to get out of this?
Death penalty to LSU. You can't do this.
Well, yeah. I mean, like,
We're
what other
sanctioning LSU from postseason play?
Yes. No,
What
I
other
mean,
resolution
just get
would
this
there
guy
be?
out of here. Just
Yeah.
if he plays in any games, give LSU a loss for those, and ideally he doesn't play in any games. Like that's the long and short of it. Is if you fix it before he plays in any games, then I kind of don't care. But like,
Yeah, you got to gun
Come
this
on.
down. You got to gun this down
Yeah.
before it becomes a thing. But like, that's the only outcome you can hope for. I mean, I have no idea what else you could do. Like, make him a fucking graduate assistant or some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, do anything but this. But like, that's the only outcome you can hope for. I mean, I have no idea what else you could do. Like, make him a fucking graduate assistant or some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, do anything but this. Like, I don't know. Like, do anything but this. Yeah, I mean, I
Get
don't
a
want to
guy
belabor
from
this.
an NFL training camp. You know he's ready to play.
Well, I get why it's good for them. I mean, I'm not denying that. That much is obvious.
No, I'm just saying. I'm like, it's so baffling. Like when Jake Retzlaff was excused from BYU for those sexual assault allegations, and then was this clutch addition for Tulane, and that situation just seems to have disappeared. Sorry, my cat is furious about that fact, as we all should be.
I'm just like,
But
if they,
it got so wild that the team was able to add this late addition and hugely impact their season and get them to the playoff. Now, this is a tight end that we're going to war for. And even if he's this missing piece to this new unit, it's kind of crazy to start your tenure here with this precedent.
It's nuts.
yeah.
And I mean, LSU basketball is also being the CEO of adding NBA players. Like, I think they've tried to add like three or four, and I think that that's still being worked out. But like,
Yeah, no, I mean,
maybe we should just shut down the entire LSU athletic department. Is kind of what I'm thinking.
yeah, I mean, it's just going to become a thing where if this goes through, it will be like if you leave college, you go to the NFL, you have any eligibility left, you actually are like drafted and on a. Why would it matter if you're drafted? Like this precedent would let anybody who has any eligibility but just come back. Like fucking LeBron could go back to college. I mean, literally,
I believe the specific deal with this guy is that he does not have any eligibility left. But
oh, so it's
because
even worse.
but the NCAA did the thing where they're like, we're pivoting to the like 5 seasons, 5 years thing. Everyone gets 5 years no matter what, no more exceptions. But they didn't backdate it to this guy's freshman year. So him and a group of other players sued the NCAA and got a restraining order from a local judge saying that this group of players was actually eligible for this year. So this is one of those things where the player is out of eligibility. The courts have said that he does have 1 year of eligibility left. It's so fucking dumb, man. I hate everything about this. Like, why are these? I know it's because there's money in college sports now, but like, can these players not just fucking give up? Like, you had your 4 years, bro. You played at Ole Miss, Virginia Tech, and the Cleveland Browns. You don't need to go back to fucking LSU. Like, you played your 4 or 5 years or whatever it is, man.
If he
Like,
gets to play and he like scores a touchdown and he celebrates, I'm gonna be like, "What are you?" This is like me playing against seventh graders in basketball. Like, when, like you know what I mean? Like, you at least if he plays, he can't think he's awesome at football. Like, you know what I mean? It's just bullshit.
He has to feel personal shame, is your point.
yes.
You
won't.
just can't brag. Like,
He will.
Have
He
some
will
dignity
brag.
about your deceit. Like,
yeah, at least know that you're not accomplishing anything on a.
there's the
athletic
honor
level.
among thieves.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we have some other headlines here for the SEC. We're gonna take it from the top. We've got the Alabama QB situation. Kalen Russell is going to be their quarterback. Has that been announced? That's official.
Yes,
I believe they announced it this morning.
Okay.
Kalen DeBoer recruited this guy, and now he's starting. All going according to plan. What's very funny though, Austin Mack has been the quarterback there for a little bit. Not the quarterback, but a quarterback. And it seems like this is his junior year. Someone said on Twitter, I can't remember who, but that he sat out enrolled early so that he could be a quarterback at Alabama, cashed out. And I don't know. I'm excited to see where Austin Mack eventually plays.
Yeah.
We'll see,
I'm
man.
like, dog, this guy, I've been looking at my preseason magazines. He was the presumed starter, and yet here we are. So it's crazy having a guy stay on a team this long in this era of football, lose the job to a guy that was recruited after him by the same coach. And
Yeah, it's
hasn't
actually
gone anywhere.
I wouldn't
Hey, man.
advise it. Like, leave.
I mean, I'm just saying, in my CFB 27 dynasty in 2026, Alabama started Austin Mack and went 3-9 and fired Kalen DeBoer.
They ran
So
the simulation.
they
So
ran the simulations and probably decided Keelan Russell was the right play.
Yeah, I will say, he should leave. Like, dude, leave.
Yeah.
Like, I would leave. Like, go start somewhere. Like, try and make the league.
Yeah.
Keelan Russell, pretty young to be starting. Is he a sophomore or like a redshirt sophomore?
I believe he's some flavor of freshman.
yeah, I think redshirt freshman.
No, he's a sophomore. I thought. Let
Did he
me.
play?
My preview magazine here says that he is a freshman, but it doesn't specify any red shirts, so he's probably a redshirt freshman.
That's
Probably.
what I'm thinking, right?
We'll see.
Yeah, because he was. Wait, I'm sorry. I can't believe we're doing this on the podcast.
Second year, Keelan Russell, so he's a redshirt freshman, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I've heard his name. Like, I knew of his existence. So I was like,
Yeah, he was
and-
part of the #1 class we were talking about like not too long
roasting
ago.
Okay,
So
yeah,
now
the-
it's
he's
time
not a
for
freshman.
those classes to start cashing in.
Dude, Alabama
Right.
sucks anyways. They're gonna fire Kalen DeBoer. It's
Well,
gonna be
if
so
they
sick.
don't suck, this class has to start being the reason why. That's why I thought it was so interesting because I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, you've had your time now. You've had
It's your
not
guy.
expectations be met, but here we go. This is
Yeah.
your guy. He's there. Very good. Identifying our bias.
Well, hey,
So-
that was the next
Bama's
topic.
ass, dude. Bama's ass.
That was our next topic. How's the Auburn new look? I mean, new coach, new look. How's that? Anything
Theoretically,
promising?
we'll have an offense for the first time in a decade. Theoretically, I mean,
Why is
Byron
that?
Brown's probably gonna win the Heisman.
He's gigantic.
Yeah, he's great.
Auburn has a
I mean,
precedent of gigantic quarterbacks, so
we're probably gonna have our first good quarterback since Jarrett Stidham. I mean,
is Jarrett Stidham a good quarterback? Is he on the tier of
Yeah.
good quarterback?
yeah, he beat #1 Georgia, #1 Alabama in back-to-back weeks. Don't worry
did
that
do
that was
that.
actually Kerryon Johnson winning those games. Don't worry about
Yeah.
that. But
He was on the roster.
no, he was the
was
last.
good.
I'll say serviceable at least. I mean, I guess Bo
just
Nix
being a
technically
dick.
was serviceable, but like, I mean, we're coming off like Robbie Ashford, T.J. Finley, Peyton Thorne, like. It's
Yeah.
not good. It's not
No.
good. And Byron Brown, 3,000 yards passing, 1,000 yards rushing last year. We've imported the entire rest of the USF offense. Like,
Oh my
Yeah.
god, 1,000 yards! I feel like
Yeah,
I missed
dude.
that.
no, he's really good last
That's
year.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they
He's
did
really
a lot
good.
of like veer stuff with him, like inverted veer stuff. So that makes
Yeah.
sense.
No, but like,
So-
there's a lot of negative runs. There's a lot of sacks that are involved in that.
Nah,
statistical
Byron Brown
act.
don't get stacked, bro. He's winning the Heisman.
He's like Cardell Jones. He just falls forward.
Yeah. The major key for Auburn's offense is going to be red zone conversion rate. The last 3 years under our previous offensive genius head coach, we were like the worst P4 school in the country at scoring in the red zone, including field goals. So like if we can score in the red zone, that's the path to 8-4 and the first time Auburn fans will be like happy about a football season since I don't know 2019.
Is
We're thinking
the
8 and
kicker
4?
that was sick in the hospital better? Is he back?
He's back. He nailed a
Okay.
60-yarder in practice a couple days ago. We are so back.
So
What was the
special teams
question?
should-
Sorry,
special teams should be better.
Special team. We have a special teams coordinator now, which we didn't have the entirety of Hugh Freeze's tenure
That is
when we had the worst special teams in the SEC.
funny how that fixes things. Ask me how.
I mean, we'll have to see, but it should
Yeah,
be better
Iowa
at
State
least.
is guilty of that one. So we're thinking 8-4. That's you're
Uh,
thinking 8-4.
I think 7-5 is probably the most likely, but 8-4 would feel great.
If you make a bowl game, that's good. You just
I
need to make a bowl
want-
game.
I want a winning season that doesn't rely on the bowl game. Like, I don't want to be 6-6 and win the Birmingham Bowl against like UTSA or whatever. I want 7-5 regular season, and then whatever you do in the bowl is whatever. Just give it to me. 8-4 requires us to win 2 games we're not supposed to win, which we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard. It's hard whenever there's a brand new coach because it's
Yeah.
only hope. Like, you know, everyone says the right thing preseason. Like,
Oh, you
Exactly.
You think that is only hope? We're gonna do the Big 12 in this too.
yeah, I mean, that's
Recording
next. That's
session.
next.
You don't even know. I wore the jersey just in case.
Next up, Florida. What would we consider a good first year? I cannot believe my eyes, but I was looking at it and that there's no Tennessee game.
It's
They
crazy.
don't play Tennessee this year.
It's
Because
crazy.
I was about to say, okay, if like I'm a Florida fan, I have like I want to make a bowl game. You have to be competitive with Georgia, and I was gonna say like maybe beat Tennessee, or just you gotta be competitive. They're not even playing Tennessee; they're playing Auburn. I was
I'm
I
going
was
to
gonna
that
say,
game, baby. I'm
if
looking
I'm a-
forward to it.
Wow.
if I'm a Florida fan though, that's probably a game that I was like two first year coaches. It's like a coin flip about who will win essentially. But anyway, if I'm a Florida fan,
I
it's
don't
bowl
know.
game and basically be competitive against Georgia on rivalry juice alone. You know.
Have you guys seen the cocktail party is not going to be in Jacksonville for the next couple of years because of the Jaguars stadium renovations?
Yeah, they're doing it at the neutral sites, right?
I want to say
not
they're
doing
doing
it
it.
home.
No, they're not, which is what, like the one year you could have a home and home. Isn't that like the biggest gripe Georgia fans have? And I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
Florida fans do that like your main or one of your major rival games is never at home. Like
And
for the 2 years that the stadium you normally played in is being renoed, why not do a home and home, man?
Two
Yeah, they're
years
just-
is the exact perfect amount of time to get this done.
Exactly.
yeah, I mean they're cashing the checks, and it's unfortunate
Well,
because
yeah.
traditionally people think that the Jacksonville game, and I've been to the Jacksonville. I mean, I've been there, but that it's like the tradition, but it's not. Traditionally, Georgia, Florida played home and home. This is like a somewhat recent thing. I mean, Kirby Smart has advocated for it to be a home and home. He does not want to do Jacksonville anymore. So yeah, it does suck.
It's the only time Kirby Smart's ever been smart.
Like,
Yeah, but yeah, no, Florida. That was my consideration for good first year. Competitive with Georgia, makes a bowl game. What about you guys?
John Summerall, don't get on my nerves next time. They Florida released their uniform combinations for the games, and John Summerall did the whole thing of like, yeah, I just care about winning football games. I'm a real traditionalist with uniforms. But so I don't really like care about all that stuff. All I know is a lot of recruits come in and they see the black uniforms. They want to pose with that. But if we just wear our orange helmet, white jersey, blue pants, and then white when we were playing against an orange team or a blue team, I'm like, oh, so you do have opinions and you do
So you
want
have
to
thought
comment on
deeply
this.
about it.
I'm like, but he's like, yeah, I'm the type of person, I'm just real laid back. All I care about is consistency in the process. That's why every day at Monday at lunch, during the season, I have the same thing at 1 p.m. I'm like, you are a very particular person. Stop playing this nonchalant gimmick. Like, otherwise, because I'm nonchalant, don't think they're going to be that good this year. Don't piss me off before the game's even started. Again, not my fault.
I agree with them.
Not my
Stop with the blackout. Like, it's not needed.
hey, if you care, say that. If
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
don't
agree.
care,
Don't-
you wouldn't say anything.
You don't
And
want to
he's
see
saying
Maestro.
something.
I agree. What do we have next? Okay, we have Georgia. The only thing I have, so I have a rule with Georgia is that I don't follow the offseason at all. My
great.
rules,
I wanted to get both of your teams. I'm
Wow,
like, this will be
dude.
fun. I'll
No,
get
no,
the
wait,
training
wait,
camp
wait.
insider.
I have something to say.
Jeez.
I have something to say though. I was to say, okay, so my rule is my rule is with all college sports is I find out who's on the team when the season starts. That's how I
That is-
know.
For teams that aren't your own, that's fair. But like, come on, man.
Wait, let me finish though. I did look at the
The-
schedule.
You do a show.
wait.
What cheering for a good football team does to a motherfucker? Like that's crazy, man. You're just like,
Wait,
I don't
wait.
really know the roster. We're gonna be 13-1 by the time the second week of January rolls around.
Wait.
I don't know. We'll
I'm
probably
getting
be
shit on so
playing
hard.
Notre
Let me
Dame or whatever in the playoff. Like, ooh. Sick,
Let me
dude.
caveat
Get
this.
in the
One of
trenches. Root for a bad team.
Let me caveat this. One of the reasons is like I know who the quarterback is. Gunner's coming back, so I'm like super comfortable with the offense. Like I'm comfortable. There's not a lot of big changes, so I'm like, this is just this. It's like a system year, so I was like a little less concerned about like we don't have a new DC, we have a new OC. Like, It's all fine. But I did have a commentary on the schedule, like a very strong opinion, because I'm like, this is, I feel like this might be one of the most lopsided schedules in college football because it is such a okay. Let me read this out to you so we can all see. Our first game is Tennessee State, Western Kentucky, at Arkansas. All right, so 3 basically joke games, right? And then it goes
Arkansas too, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's Ryan Silverfield. Arkansas's gas.
Okay, but it flips on a dime. It goes Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, who's like okay now, at Alabama, Auburn, Florida, Ole Miss, South Carolina, or Missouri, South Carolina, Georgia Tech. I feel like that's like
named
a really
whole lot of mid, bro.
That's not an easy schedule.
I mean, as we've established, Alabama's going to be firing their coach. Vanderbilt's bad again. They don't have Pavia. Auburn sucks forever. Florida's a new head coach. They suck.
You hate Georgia so much that you wouldn't even give your own team credit?
No, absolutely not. Missouri's never beat a top 25 team in their life. South Carolina, they have like a 4th-year quarterback who everyone gets hyped about every year but sucks. Come on, man. Oklahoma's a fraudulent playoff team last year, dude. There's like one good team on here, maybe. Okay, I'm going too far the other way, but like you are doing the SEC self-sucking thing, like where it's like, man, a lot of these teams are really good, and then there's going to be a whole lot of 6-6 on this shit by the end of the year.
How many games are they playing this season?
9.
Oh, okay, okay.
Which is another reason why it's a gauntlet of a schedule, because it's not just 9 teams, it's 9 SEC teams.
It's going to be so
you know what's
exhausting.
funny? You're both right. You're going to be playing really talented teams throughout the season, and there's going to be a lot of mid teams because they're playing each other. And I think I'm not saying every single one of them is a championship contender, but I am saying that you're playing last year's South Florida, and you're like, oh shit, we're fucked this year. That's my point.
Hey, all I'm saying is that if Missouri was in the Big Ten, they'd win the entire thing. Auburn would also win the Big 12. Like,
okay.
You understand? It's another level of talent in the SEC.
Dude, just whoever the fuck the CFP committee's commissioner is this year, we're gonna get to like week 13 or whatever, and it's gonna be like there are going to be so many 8-4 SEC teams in the top 15 that are all like 5-4 in conference, but 8-4, and they're going to be like, well, you got to think about the gauntlet of the SEC schedule. And last year, these teams would have been 9-3 because they would have played one fewer SEC game. These 8-4 teams are going to be a 9-3 team.
It's
like,
week 0.
They're going to do it. They are going.
I know. That's months from now. I'm not doing it.
You're right. You're right.
You're pre-mad.
I'm pre-mad, but am I wrong?
Okay. That
wrong
does
because it hasn't happened yet, and we're gonna see tomorrow regardless.
Okay, but the other thing I want to talk about was Texas, because they actually probably have the hardest schedule. I want to say they have the hardest schedule I've seen so far. Like actually, because they play Ohio State, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Florida, Ole Miss, Missouri, LSU, and A&M. That's a hard schedule.
I
mean,
don't believe in Tennessee this year, so that threw me off. But then Oklahoma, it's a rivalry game, and they whooped them.
Yeah, I mean they play them every year. Yeah.
That's gonna be it, but it's always gonna be a fight. The schedule's hard.
It seems like everyone's schedule is hard because it's the 9 game now. But I just want to mention it because I'm like, do we think it's Texas's year?
We should talk about good,
it.
And they might not. Well, there'll be our first pop or flop team. Texas. Okay. I'll explain again. New season, new rules. Blah blah blah. Pop or flop. Will Texas meet their expectations and pop or surpass them, or flop and fall just short in an annoying way, or completely fail? We don't let ourselves monkey around with the middle or par like you tried to do with Iowa.
Okay. I'm gonna say pop, and I want to define that. I think pop is make the playoff, be in the SEC title game, because they did it the year before, or not last year, but the year before that. They're bringing back Arch Manning. He did play better towards the end of the season. I think they have a much better understanding of how to use him, which is that he's not a pocket passer, but he's okay at throwing, but using him as this precision NFL style offense isn't going to work. They're going to run him a fair amount, I think, which is what they started to do towards the end of last season. He played well against A&M, so I'll say.
What I was thinking, yeah.
So I'll say Pop. I think they'll be in the SEC title game. I think they'll lose again, but I think they'll make the playoff, and that is what they need.
I'm also selecting Pop because they didn't make the playoff last year. They should make the playoff this year. So that even if they lose first round, that's still better than last year. That's not going to be good enough for them. They're going to be upset about it. They're not going to fire their coach or anything, but if Texas gets bounced first round or second round, they're not going to be super thrilled considering how much talent is on this team. Do we think that they have the offensive line thing fixed? Because I think that was their other major problem with not knowing how to use Arch. I know they picked up some SEC experience transfers on the offensive line.
But the problem is development.
Yeah.
Their guys, their line is very talented. It's never been a talent issue. It's just it's a development thing. I don't think they're gonna have a good run game, like a solid enough run game, like they did with what's it called? Why am I blanking? He's on the Falcons now.
Bijan Robinson.
Bijan. Yeah, I was about to say Bjorn.
The goat.
I was like, yeah, I don't think they're gonna.
Robinson out of Norway.
Bjorn Robinson. Yeah. No, but anyway, I don't think they'll have a solid run game. That's why they're gonna have to do QB run a lot to make it work. No, I don't think they'll have I don't think they're gonna solve that.
I say
they're
for those reasons. I think not only because it's oh my God, you're gonna waste Arch Manning's career if you don't win a national championship and make him the heir apparent. I get that. I get all that, but even it just seems like there's always something to fix for this offense. Just for whatever reason, it doesn't click until it's too late, and you've already dropped a game or two, and now you're counting on the committee to come in and make you the 10 seed that loses to another SEC team in the playoff. I'm not feeling it for them this year. And I think they could be better offensively, and I think they could have a really good secondary again, but it's going to take offensive overhaul that I haven't seen from them so far. I'm hoping, for the sake of our poor viewers and America at large, that they're not a team that's hard to watch on offense at times and in dog fights with Kentucky when they had no business being. But I don't think that's all on Arch to be better. I think that's the offensive system struggling to meet the moment. And maybe it's better now, but with all the expectation, Lindy's had them ranked 2, it's Oregon, Ohio State, maybe people are still high in Indiana, but Texas is one of those teams that people expect to be a bye week playoff team.
They added Camp
They're going to monkey around too much. They're going to drop a game.
Bum.
They're going to lose to Texas A&M when they shouldn't or something. I know I'm throwing a lot out there, but I feel like this is a disaster. A disaster waiting to happen in that it shouldn't be a disaster, yet it will. And maybe they're 10-2 and make the playoff anyway, but
that's fair. You're basically countering with the checkmate of they're coached by Steve Sarkisian still, so it doesn't matter. the talent is irrelevant.
No, I think the talent shows their defensive units. And,
their defense is great.
But
he doesn't do anything with that.
But then their offense, even if I think it is just we are a run first, QB power type offense that takes advantage of the speedy receivers that we've always been able to bring in, and just we live off of explosives, and that's how we roll. I don't know. Maybe that'll be just what they commit to, but that felt kind of obvious mid-season, and they didn't do it until late season. So I don't know. I don't trust them to stay focused enough to beat Ohio State and then not drop one of the games on their tough schedule.
Yeah, agreed. We'll move on to the next team, which was South Carolina. What do we think?
Flop on principle.
Yeah, flop.
Yeah.
I have no faith in the program at all. I don't care. Does anyone care enough to look at their schedule? Do we want to?
Not really, honestly. I mean,
what do you think about them versus
well,
Clemson at the end of the season,
Ooh, Clemson will kill them.
Okay. Yes, I agree. Are we doing an official pop or flop for South Carolina?
Yes,
I think
it's an official.
Flop. Okay.
We all.
I think
flop.
I'm going to change my vote to pop because are they really going to do worse than 4-8?
I think maybe. I feel like
okay.
I mean, you
I
know
don't
what?
think that.
Okay, if that's our standard, let's look at their schedule. It is kind
we're
of
talking about meeting expectations, not just surpassing last year. I'm saying, what do you?
I've been doing
year,
pop or
like,
flop wrong this entire time. Then.
Well, okay. If you have a consistent standard, keep it. It's fine. But for me, I'm like, all right. Oh, they're 5-7. Is that a success? Like, no.
No.
I think the floor was far too low for like marginal improvement to be considered successful. You know what? This is a big year for Beamer. I think
it's make or break.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It's make or
what
break.
doesn't get him fired would be a pop.
9 wins. 9 wins.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a 9-win season with them. Like last year was abnormally bad.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, it's when did they hire him? It's been a while.
5 years.
Yeah.
He's 33-30 overall.
Like at this point, it's just like I can't possibly sit here and expect anything to change when nothing would indicate that anything would change, right? Like they bring in everything, they're just gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean it's still Lenore Sellers, it's still Nick Harbor, like.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, we're gonna watch them play fucking. Who are they playing? It'll be who's the good teams that they have on their roster? Alabama. They'll be playing fucking Alabama. They'll be leading by 14 points in the third quarter, and then they'll lose the game, and Shane Beamer will be like fuming on the sideline, and we'll all sit here and we'll talk about, they're this close. Just they buttoned up a couple things, and then we're gonna do this again. Like we're just gonna keep doing this. So yeah, we're all flopping on South Carolina. Ole Miss. Let's define what is a successful season for Ole Miss. They had a very successful season last year.
Mm-hmm.
They made the playoff.
Is like
they beat Georgia.
Exclamation mark. Beating Georgia counts double. Honestly,
that's a biggie. That is, and they beat it with a new, not a new coach, interim DC. I mean, he was defensive coordinator. He was Golding. But like a good, a big program win by beating Georgia in a playoff game.
My first blush for this is Pete Golding is going to have his defense together, and everyone has high expectations for the unit. And I think they got the wrong quarterback to be a defensive first team. Like Trinidad Chambliss is back by the will of the state of
legal system.
Yeah, dude.
And I think this is like when there's like a defensive head coach and they've been there, they're like known for their defense specifically. They often come out and are just like, take care of the ball, don't fuck me on this, and we'll win. And I think Trinidad Chambliss could be a little undisciplined or something, trying to bring out the offensive production that they had last year. And that could put them in some bad spots with some average teams.
They lost their OC, right?
Yes,
he left.
Charlie Weiss Jr. went to LSU with Kiffin.
Yeah, he went with Kiffin. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm like, I do kind of think their offense will probably underachieve. I feel like this is like a 7-win season.
I hope so, man. Yeah. I hope Trinidad Chambliss has a total flop of a year. I hope every one of these guys who use the courts to get extra eligibility sucks ass this year.
Totally fair. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to root for there. Like in terms of
such a great story last year.
Yeah,
D2 backup to like superstar SEC quarterback. This is great. Go to the NFL. Go get some money, kid. Like,
Yeah,
There's money to
yeah.
be gotten here.
And there's no NFL money coming. I'm sorry, like he's not gonna make the NFL.
come
That's
on, man. A
it's
lot
another
of
level.
5'9" guys are good in the NFL.
Dog, UFL All-Star Trinidad Shambliss. And
Yeah.
that's not an insult. That would be so fun watching him wreck the league.
Dude, we should get into the UFL this offseason.
Oh, we're gonna try that one again. We're gonna bring this back.
I've been waiting.
But on like Ole Miss, it's like it's a defensive head coach. They're losing their OC. I think they've got a quarterback who wants to have a big year, which is never a good thing when like they're pressing in that way. I think it'll be a really messy season, especially because like most of they got gutted, right? I mean, anyone who was good that LSU could poach, they did.
On one side of the ball.
True.
Yeah.
Well, they also lost the edge rusher.
Prince Umamilan.
Prince
yeah.
Will. Yeah.
Prince Will, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it'll be an up and down season. Also, I don't like Golding's defense. I mean, I don't think the Ole Miss defense was that good last year. Like, were they? Like, I didn't think they were fucking good.
I mean, the only reason that their defensive coordinator became their head coach was because Lane Kiffin took the entire offensive staff.
Yeah, there was nobody else. I don't think. Yeah, and I kind of liked Golding, so I don't want to root against him. But I'm like, I don't think his unit was good. Like,
I think they were good, and they had like when they went against elite offenses, they struggled. But how many elite offenses are you facing?
I don't know.
Yeah,
the Charlotte 49ers are kind of...
Yeah. Either way, I think we have to define this. Is it a pop or a flop? I'm gonna say a pop. Like, I do think a 7-win season is a pop, just considering that they all like they were in the situation where like it's the classic: your coach leaves, guts the program, takes literally everything, leaves you to die. So if they just hold up, okay, it's a pop.
They beat Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
In week 3.
Please.
Then any outcome is a pop, yes.
All right. Next team, Vanderbilt. No more Pavia. What does Vanderbilt look like with no Pavia?
I'm honestly really excited to see this. What the 5-star freshman quarterback gentleman, Jared Curtis, the guy they stole from Georgia, like...
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of true freshmen, however highly touted they are, come in and kind of suck. But, like, what if he's good? That'd be kind of sick. And what if he's good in a way that Pavia isn't? Like,
but
he's actually a good football player and not just, like, a rabid dog.
Wait, Pavia was good. I mean, like, he was a good college quarterback. I mean, he's like good in like a high school offense, like where they're doing like good triple option shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I don't think that, but I feel like Vanderbilt has to be good that way. Like they need to be an offense that is like different, like throws. It's like a change up in terms of like the week to week what a defense sees, and then they also need to control the ball. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like anytime Vanderbilt was in a shootout last year, like that was not their game to win. Even though they could score, like I don't think they wanted to be in that situation. I'm gonna say flop. I mean, it's Vanderbilt, and you had like the greatest season of all time. Like anything short of that is like pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
What would be the flop out of this?
Missing a bowl game. I think they'll miss a bowl game.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's hard to sustain that. It was a outlier year, is how I define it.
An outlier year amongst outlier years. But hold up, what's their schedule?
I was looking at it. It's they've got here. I have it here.
They've got Austin P, Delaware, NC State, at Auburn. Terrifying.
At Georgia, Ole Miss, Arkansas, at Kentucky, at Mississippi State, Bama, at Florida, then Tennessee.
I mean, this is a team that, you know, they might have gone 10-3 or whatever last year, but it did take them overtime to beat Auburn.
Yeah, I
was
mean
gonna
it's
say,
not.
that game does trouble me looking at this.
Yeah, it's also just
Pick
like
them
it's
against Ole Miss right now.
Ole Miss,
Ole Miss, yeah.
but close.
The
Like
team
I don't
that
think they.
scores the most points
yeah?
will win that game. And I think
Oh,
I
yeah?
think that Vanderbilt could definitely do that.
My thing is this, right? Like I don't think like the floor is gonna fall out or something where they're just gonna go back to being a bottom feeder that loses by 100 points. I just think it's
No.
like they're gonna be worse, and it's just a hard conference. Like there's just not enough wins to go around. Like somebody has to miss a bowl game. I don't think it's gonna be like they're gonna get killed, but I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, I just don't. Somebody has to lose, and I think it's probably gonna be Vanderbilt.
Do you think, compared to like Mizzou or something, that they fall off in that way?
Yeah,
Where they're good, they're definitely talented and everything, but when it comes to like being, like as soon as a team's ranked, it could be like 17. They're not winning that game.
yeah, I agree. I mean, they're like in that Missouri, South Carolina tier of just okay. Florida probably next season, Auburn next season, where it's like competitive, but like somebody has to lose, somebody has to win. Like it's going to be a knife fight between these teams about who gets eligibility. Like, and they have to play 9 conference games, so there's one less free win on the schedule.
Sure.
Yeah,
Room got really crowded really fast.
I agree. All right, so that's like
Conferences
the.
are too big.
Why is my camera off? Sorry.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were like picking
I
your
thought there
nose
was
or
something.
something.
No, it's just like keeps switching off. Sorry. I'll have to edit that out. So that's the end of the SEC. We just have to pick the winner. Who do we think is going to win the SEC? It's hard.
Georgia?
Actually,
I don't know.
maybe. It's very hard. I want to say who would we consider like the actual top tier contenders next season? We didn't even mention A&M.
We didn't mention A&M. We didn't talk about Missouri directly.
Well, why would Missouri? I mean, come on.
I don't
Well, that's the
Missouri's
thing.
not going to win the
Missouri-
fucking SEC.
No, well, all right. So, Missouri ranked 25 in the AP poll.
It's
yeah,
just-
the obligatory Missouri ranking. I understand.
Yeah,
But
they exist to
this
be a ranked
year-
win for other teams.
Exactly.
This year, I think they should be good enough to win those games.
Yeah, they're
Ahmad
not bad.
Hardy-
Like,
No, well, that's the thing. Ahmad Hardy got a gunshot wound at some point in the offseason. He will actually still play this year.
so it's his season. He's gonna be back. He's gonna be ready for cover.
Yes!
Gunshot.
He's probably the number 1 running back in college football right now.
He got
Sure
shot.
looked like it at times last year.
No, he's really good. He also got shot. Like
Yeah.
the idea that
Yeah.
he's gonna like come back and be just as good. As,
I'm not saying that bullet made him better. I'm
Yeah,
saying
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm saying they have a really good player that's going to be available who has fresh legs now. He didn't
From
play.
the
That's a
Hospitalized.
crazy spin zone. He's got fresh legs because he got shot.
He got
Holy
training
shit.
camp off. There's all training camps trying to manage the hamstrings of guys. And you had a guy that has been no contact for however long. Now you got a really good football player back on the same team, on a team that brought in a ton of transfer portal talent, like we talked about in previous offseason episodes. And I think they're already ranked. And if they get a couple of the easy ones, I think they should be fine. I don't know if they're going to win the SEC. That's not what I'm saying. That I'm bringing them up
Okay.
as the last thing before we move on to the Big 12 and the G6. But I just wanted to get that on the record.
Sure.
They're ranked, and I think they are actually talented enough to be ranked. If they don't do anything this year, it's on Eli Drinkwitz, and we get to make fun of him. Like, there's nothing else. There's no one else left to blame.
I think they're good. I've always thought they were like pretty good. They're, but I don't
tired of
see.
them getting
I don't see
smoked
them
and
anything
whatever.
change.
That's
That's
so
my
the
thing.
talent just doesn't matter. They're gonna get blown out by Alabama if they play them. I don't even know who they play.
But they played Bama last year close.
That's
Well,
true.
for a bit. That's what I'm saying. Like they'll be close. Like it's gonna be the same thing. Like that's my only. They are talented. They play teams close. They
No Steph
just don't
Curry.
win.
Okay, so what are the
Offhanded
teams that
flop.
you think have a shot
yeah.
to go to Atlanta?
Georgia,
Texas, Georgia,
Texas, yeah.
Oklahoma, maybe A&M, maybe LSU, maybe. Like that's probably it.
Yeah, I feel like it'll probably be. If I have to choose someone this year, I'd probably say LSU. Probably.
That's
That
funny.
would-
I was gonna say LSU Georgia would be my pick for that.
Well, that's who I think will. I think Georgia will make it, but LSU. I'll pick LSU just to mix it up. If I pick Georgia, it's so boring. I want to mix it up. I'll pick LSU.
I'm picking Tejas, bro.
You think they're gonna break through finally?
Sure. Just mix it
All
up.
right.
We got it.
No one's gonna take A&M.
Fuck no. They're gonna be good too. I mean, they'll be fine, but like
Yeah, Marcel Reed's back.
better than fine. They'll be better than fine. They'll be a good football team. They'll probably back their ass up into the playoff, like as a at-large non-SEC championship attendee.
Gotcha.
But
Okay. Well, that's our SEC wrap.